Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Haskell Internship Experience podcast. Join us today as we highlight our internship program and its unique influences on our various students. I am your host and University Relations Representative, Allie Hip. Today, I am joined by Ms. Ana Recarte-Pacheco. She is one out of the 79 interns that we have for this summer cohort. Ms. Ana, how are you doing today?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And not only is Miss Ana one of our 79 interns this summer, but she is also returning again from last year. So we are very happy to have her on today. Very happy to have her again for this summer. First and foremost, again, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you're very familiar with Haskell's core values, with team being one of the first. Tell us a little bit about your teams and maybe what school you're attending, what degree you're going towards, and what team specifically you're working with at Haskell.
I'm attending the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, located south of Texas, and I'm studying electrical engineering. I work at the St. Paul office, and I work closely with Stephen Poschel, who's the other electrical engineer in the office.
Awesome. And what is graduation targeting at?
I'm planning on graduating December 2023, if everything goes well.
Awesome. So that's right around the corner, like literally next semester. So we're very excited for you. Congratulations about that. So Ana, tell us a little bit about some of your personal teams, maybe the sports that you're playing while you're back on campus.
I do play Division I soccer in college, which means that while I'm doing engineering, I'm going to soccer practice every day and to away games. We're in the Western Athletic Conference, which means a lot of my games are in Seattle, Utah, California, which means I do have to miss a lot of school for it, and it makes it hard. But I try to work extra so that I can do good in both school and soccer. And I really love my team a lot. I think being on a team has taught me a lot of good values and values that I see here at Haskell as well.
And it sounds like you're balancing a lot. Do you have any advice for some of the students who may be also balancing like another sport or maybe a part-time job? Maybe any advice for how you manage to do all that?
If you like what you're doing, then you're going to work hard at it and you're going to do good, and there's going to be days that are harder than other days, and you just have to get through those days, and it's worth it at the end.
So Ana, as you know, at Haskell we create things that matter. What projects have you been working on as a part of your internship?
So far, I've been focused on Project Maximize, which is a synthetic magnet making facility.
Awesome. And what role are you serving specifically while you're working on that project?
Well, the project's in the beginning stages, so right now I've just done the lighting calculations and focused on what type of lights we want on the facility, as well as the beginning stages of the power plan and making the circuits.
And has that differed from last year's experience? Were you on a different project in 2022?
We have already worked with them before on a separate facility here in Minnesota, and I worked on that project last year too.
So that's kind of nice to kind of pick back off where you left. As I said, you are one of more of our seasoned interns. Tell us a little bit about some of your favorite aspects from your internship experiences.
My favorite aspect of my internship experience has been the friendships I've made working here in the office. Last year I was really close with the other 3 interns in the St. Paul office, and this year I'm close with the other 2 interns. So just the bonds I have formed not only here but also at the summit have really impacted my internship experience.
And I'm really glad you mentioned the summit. Tell us a little bit about how that experience was for you last year and maybe what you're looking forward to for this year's.
I had so much fun at the summit. It was like one of the highlights of my summer. I really enjoyed the yacht. I got to drive it, and I thought it was really cool when Taylor Williams came and we did that whole improv session, because I feel like it really loosened up the environment and made people less nervous for the big pitch presentations, which were actually really cool because some people had great ideas, and those were fun to watch. And then overall, just spending time with the other interns that I hadn't met yet from the different offices. I made some friends from the Utah office, and they were really funny.
Awesome, and I can't help but notice you have a fancy little water bottle in the background. Tell me a little bit about that. Is that a nice little goodie?
This is my favorite water bottle. I use it every day. It has Haskell's values right here, so I get to look at it every time while I'm staying hydrated.
Awesome. We love to see that you have your manual in the background as well. Hopefully you guys are gaining a lot out of that as well. So as you know, Haskell is committed to providing our team members with the best job of their lives. Tell us a little bit about maybe why this has been the best internship of your life.
Haskell has definitely been the best internship of my life. I feel like I'm at a place where I'm confident to ask questions, which has allowed me to grow as an engineer. I'm at a place where the people care about me. I'm really happy to be here.
Haskell is built on a foundation of our core values: team, excellence, service, and trust. Tell me how, or if at all, you've seen any of these on display during your internship as well.
I see team every day. I walk into the office and everybody greets me, and I hear throughout the day people on Teams calls, working on projects, people in the office like meeting up to talk about projects. And I see service too, because my office is volunteering at Feed My Starving Children on Tuesday, which I'm super excited for.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about what you guys will be doing there.
We'll be packaging meals for kids in Africa, and it's super fun. They make it kind of a competition, and you try to get as many meals as you can in the time that we have. I think we're going for 2 hours, and you put all the necessary ingredients. You put rice, and protein, and carbs and veggies, and you pack it into a package, and you work as a team. Everybody does a separate part of the meal, and then at the end, you see how many boxes you can fill up.
Oh, that's an awesome experience, and for a good cause too. So that's great to hear that you're doing that, especially with the team that you're working with every day. Are there other service organizations that are kind of near and dear to your heart that you've personally volunteered with?
Well, me personally, I always volunteer at the Special Olympics in Texas. It's something that my soccer team does as well, and we mostly work with the soccer, and it's really encouraging to see all those kids playing, and they're just having a good time, and it really touches my heart. It's really nice.
That's awesome to hear. And I'm sure you're familiar too with a benefit that we have for our full-time employees at Haskell is that, once you're transitioned into that full-time role, you'll have an opportunity to get 4 hours a month to kind of go and give back to a cause that's kind of near and dear to your heart, like you said earlier. And it's just a really great opportunity, and it's just a way to kind of give back to your community.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
What would you maybe tell a college student who is considering an internship with Haskell?
I would absolutely tell them to do it. I think they're not only going to grow as engineers, but people, and they're going to be in a place where people care about them. It's an awesome experience. I recommend it.
And do you have any advice in particular for encouraging another intern to kind of make the most out of their internship experience?
I would definitely recommend them to eat lunch every day with the other interns/workers. Working at a place where you have friends makes it really fun.
All right, and Miss Ana, as we kind of wrap up today's session, do you have any words of wisdom or maybe a favorite quote that you want to leave the audience with?
So my favorite quote, which is also in my binder, says that when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Well, folks, this concludes today's podcast with Ana Recarte-Pacheco. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for our Internship Experience podcast. For any questions regarding our programming, please feel free to reach out to either myself, Allie Hale, Deidre Braley, or Mike Husky. Until next time.